everyone, welcome back to Biking with Bear. I'm the Bear, and today we are on a father-son trip to Vernal, Utah and Dinosaur National Monument. Dinosaur National Monument is located in eastern Utah on the Colorado border. It takes 3 hours from our house in Utah County to get there. The late fall colors in Provo Canyon were a great way to start the drive. You'll pass multiple reservoirs along Highway 40. Utah has nearly 1,500 reservoirs holding 43 million acre-feet of water. It took a long time for us to drive along the shore of Strawberry Reservoir. It's known for having large trout, and we saw a few people fishing despite the late fall weather. We got into Vernal and headed right for Dinosaur National Monument. The whole town is dinoed out. This huge statue called Little Pink Dinah welcomes you into town. So we stopped for lunch before we went to the monument at Donnie's Cafe, Jensen, Utah. Let's go check out the inside. Inside Donnie's Cafe, it's the perfect place to eat, and we're lucky we arrived in time because they have breakfast till 1. We are at the visitor center, and there's going to be some exciting things we're going to see here. I also highly recommend completing the Dinosaur Junior Ranger activity book so you can get your Junior Ranger Dinosaur National Monument badge. After you finish the Junior Ranger activity book, you can get a really cool wooden Junior Park Ranger Dinosaur National Monument wooden badge. We are heading inside the quarry. Follow me. Just about there. As you can see, it's a huge building. Look at a ton of bones. They actually built this building around the actual site where they dug up the bones. So we're inside the monument quarry, and I'm with Ranger Kelsey. Hello, Ranger Kelsey. My name is Bear.
Hi, Bear. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. So, are there any really interesting fossils here?
Oh man, we've got about over 1,500 fossils that are in the wall right now, and they're from about 10 different species of dinosaurs, give or take 100 individuals or so.
Okay.
So we've got some cool stuff. I think skulls are pretty neat.
Yeah, I do like them. Although spikes and claws are better.
Ooh. Well, how about I show you a skull?
This is a really neat one because this
Is that like the top of the skull?
it is the whole skull. Here you can see the bottom jaw. You
that-
can even see the teeth.
No, where's the bottom, the top jaw?
Top jaw, that right there is his cheek, and there's his little snoot.
Oh,
you
there,
can
I
see
can see
his
it now.
neck.
I can see it now. Did you keep those in the plaster?
They are still in the plaster, yeah.
Are those new ones or old ones or what?
They are so old, our park paleontologist doesn't know what's in them because they weren't logged on what was in them. We're hoping that someday she'll be able to take the plaster off and we'll actually be able to find out what they are.
How'd they get here in the first place?
Ooh, that was also a good one. So in this case, what we had, actually, let me show you on this cool diagram over here. A river.
Oh yeah, they drowned in the river?
Not so much that, it actually was during times of drought. So when there's not enough water, because when the river is here, it's a water source and it brings dinosaurs to the area. But during times of
dead
drought,
dinosaurs over there.
you can have some dead dinosaurs from drought, sickness, die-off. But in this case, when water returns back into the area, like in a flash flood, think about that. Is that pretty violent? Would that be scary?
Yeah.
Yeah, and so in this case, anything in the riverbed or even on the floodplain gets picked up and washed downstream. Like the water comes rushing down, and here the river kind of relax and start leaving what's been picked up behind.
So then that's where the quarry was?
This is all where it was found, yeah.
So you just built a building around it? Why did you decide to do that in the first place?
Ooh, do you have a guess?
Probably just to preserve them and not have them rot away.
So Earl Douglas, who is the paleontologist that found this, that was his original idea, to leave a section on display. Because
Like the quarry.
like that, yeah. So when they were removing some of the hillside that's no longer here, people from town were still coming to check out what was going on. And did throw out the idea of like, hey, you should leave a section behind so people in the future can come look at them. And it's not just looked at, it is also still studied. We have an Allosaurus skull downstairs in a case that you can see. I would say definitely go check it out because you can see so many cool details, like the teeth are still serrated. Some of them are about to fall out, some of them are just starting to come in because they would shed their teeth like sharks. And then also you can see like these pitted marks around their mouth where blood vessels would connect. It's
Is there any dinosaurs you found here that are unique to here or that you found first here?
ooh, yes. It's called Dinosaur McIntoshi.
I've never heard that one. I never heard that one.
That's okay. Not everybody puts it in the books. It's a brachiosaur cousin. So the ridge on top, yeah. We have a cast or a copy of a skull that was found here downstairs in a case that you can look at.
This behind me, there, is a batch of different kinds of bones, like skulls, tail bones, leg bones, hips, and then there's necks. Down a few ramps, there are a lot of great exhibits. You can even touch some real fossils. Be sure to stay behind the rails and don't climb on the wall or you will get yelled at by a ranger. We were here on a Friday. The crowds were smaller, but there was still quite a few people. Big thanks to you, Ranger Patsy. And
Whoa!
we got our official their symbol.
Super cool stickers. Well, thank you.
Yours to keep.
I love it.
So that was Dinosaur National Monument Quarry. Vernal is the closest place to Dinosaur National Monument. Plenty of places to eat and stay. We're staying at the Spring Hill Suites. So we just went to Swain's Steakhouse. We had a really good dinner. Best part, the appetizer. They call it raptor tails, but it's actually just thin strips of beef ribs. So good. So if I were you, I just order two helpings of the raptor tails and call it a day. Everyone, welcome back to our Vernal adventure trip. Today we are having breakfast at Betty's Cafe. Let's go check out inside and get some food. Just had breakfast at Betty's. Highly recommend it. Really good. Very filling. The big adventure for day 2 was the Echo Park Road. It is accessible from the Colorado side of the monument. The visitor center was closed because it was so late in the season. Simply turn north along the paved Harper's Corner Road and look for the well-marked right turn onto Echo Park, about 25 miles from the visitor center. We were really lucky. The road had been recently graded. Be sure to check with the rangers for up-to-date road conditions. We strongly recommend a high-clearance 4-wheel drive vehicle. You'll cross 5 small streams along the drive. If they're dry, it'll be rough if you're not in 4-wheel drive. Welcome to Whispering Cave. Let's go check it out.
Whispering Cave is a fissure or crack in the sandstone rock. It's a little over a mile from the end of the road. Be sure to take in a strong flashlight so you can see how big the cave really is.
Well, you've seen Whispering Cave.
At the end of the road, you'll reach Steamboat Rock. It's where the Yampa and Green Rivers meet. The explorer John Wesley Powell named it Echo Rock in his 1875 report to Congress, but in 1941 it's called Steamboat Rock in the U.S. Geo Survey. The Chew Homestead Ranch is worth the stop. It was established in 1911 and grew to over 2,200 acres. The White House was built in 1944, and all of it was sold to the government in 1966. Take a moment to explore the area. Be careful as you step into the past and see how people lived back then. Last meal of the trip was at Dinosaur Brew House. This little place served awesome burgers.
That was the last trip of the fall, apparently, because we made it just in time for the snow, as you can see. I hope you enjoyed the trip, as I did. And there will be a link to every place we went to in the description below. You can always find me at bikingwithbear.com. Like and subscribe. And remember, be safe, have fun, and rip it!
I want to thank our friend Russell Brinkerhoff for recommending all the great places to eat. It's always great to visit the special places only the locals know.
We are heading out of Vernal. Yep. On a snowy day.